We continue to follow breaking news this morning. The Reverend Jesse Jackson has died. The family of the famed civil rights leader shared the news this morning about 90 minutes ago. Jackson was the leader of the civil rights movement for decades after the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Michael George reports.
We are against racism.
Jesse Jackson said he dedicated both heart and soul to the fight for justice.
We must put a diploma in one hand, symbolizing knowledge and wisdom, and put a voter registration card in that other hand, symbolizing power and responsibility.
Born in 1941 in South Carolina, Jackson grew up under Jim Crow laws. By the time he'd graduated from college, he was involved in the civil rights movement. In 1965, he joined Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s inner circle, taking on a leadership role. He was with Dr. King in Memphis when he was assassinated a few years later.
High school graduation.
Ordained as a minister, Jackson began Operation Push in Chicago in 1971 and created his political pulpit, pressuring companies to hire more black workers and extend business ties with the African American community. In 1984, he founded the National Rainbow Coalition and launched his first presidential run. The campaign raised his profile, but anti-Jewish comments sparked a scandal that damaged his reputation. After losing a second presidential run in 1988, he kept his spot on the political stage.
We are a humane people. We fight for justice and fairness.
Jackson delivered rousing speeches at Democratic conventions.
Keep hope alive.
And he supported candidates, including his son, Jesse Jackson Jr., who was elected to the U.S. House. In the 1980s and 90s, he helped negotiate the release of American hostages held abroad. And in later years, he protested for victims of police violence, from Ferguson to Chicago to Baton Rouge.
Stop the violence. Save the nation.
In 2017, Jackson revealed he'd been diagnosed with Parkinson's. And while the disease may have slowed him down, he said it wouldn't stop him from his mission, instilling hope in the hopeless. Michael George, CBS News.
The Reverend Jackson did make a visit to Columbus in 2018, for example, for the National Urban League Conference. It's the largest civil rights and social justice conference in the nation. Reverend Jackson stopped by our 10 TV studio then to talk about the state of civil rights in the United States.
We're learning to live together. We play football together. We serve in the military together. We socialize public together. Now we are drifting apart, it seems. And it's not just a race apart, it's resources apart.
That same year, Jackson received a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Urban League. We're certainly going to be monitoring reaction from people all across the nation, really the world this morning, a giant in the civil rights movement and in U.S. history. Date myself a little bit, I remember when he ran for president. The first time I was a young J school student, quite interested in all the things he was talking about.
Keep hope alive, something he repeated many times, message we could all listen to today.